Hi, as you can see, I've gone ahead, I've logged into my Azure portal and I've navigated to Microsoft Sentinel by clicking on my workspace. In this lab, we're going to create an automation rule. So underneath configuration, select automation and then click the create button. From the drop down, let's click automation rule. And then I'm going to go and give the rule a name. I'm just going to call it add new user to Microsoft Enrata. And then we've got some conditions to meet. So I'm going to say if that condition is met in Sentinel, we're going to go ahead and run this rule, and I'm going to say if that contains a new user's added to Entra as well. I'm going to click in the actions pane, and the action pane defines the order which these rules will be executed. So I'm going to click on the actions pane and I'm going to go ahead and change the status to active. I'm going to click on the actions pane again and I'm going to change the severity, which is the level of this rule, and for this lab I'll change it to high. Then I'm going to go into the actions pane again and I'm going to click add, and I'm going to assign an owner, and that owner would be anybody that you would choose in Active Directory. So I'm going to select myself and I'm going to go ahead and click add, and this time I'm just going to go and add a tag. Now I'll click the plus button here and I'll call this tag automated. I'm going to go ahead and click apply. And then as you can see here, we're going to let this rule run indefinitely. We could also schedule when you want the rule to run or when you want the rule to expire. So I'm going to go ahead and click apply. And bear in mind the order that you have your rules, like this is order 1, you could have order 2, 3 or 4, and the rules would run in that order. And that's how you create an automated rule. Now please bear in mind, once I go ahead and create a new user in Azure, it'll take at least 5 or maybe 6 minutes for that user to appear in Azure. So I'm going to go ahead and create another user for us. So I'm going to go ahead now quickly and just bounce back into Microsoft Entra ID. I'm going to go and add a new user, and I'm going to call this user automated user. And I will just give it a name, automated user, and go ahead and click review and click create. And that would go ahead and create that user. I'm then going to bounce back into Sentinel. I'm going to go back to my workspace and I'm going to go down into my analytics, and we're just going to wait a short minute and we should see that rule appearing in a few minutes. As you can see, I've gone ahead and I've navigated back to my automation. But if we go up to the top and click on incidents, we should now see my incident rule. And there's my incident rule with that new user that's just been added to Microsoft Enrata. If I click view details, I can get some more details about that user that was added into Microsoft Enrata. So you can see here similar incidents. You can see any alerts related to that incident. You can see any bookmarks or any entities or comments. But again, I'm coming back into here and you can see that this new user was added to Microsoft Sentinel, and you can kind of see what's happening. Also, if I click try the new experience, you'll see this also changes the Azure interface a little bit so that we can go ahead and we can group similar incidents and insights together. And you can see here I'm the owner, you can see the alert there was active, and you can see the severity as well there, and you can see the workspace name. If we scroll down, we can see there's the tag that says automated. And again, this is just giving you a basic idea of how to work and create those automated rules in Sentinel. So I'd like to thank you for viewing, and I look forward to seeing you in the next lab.